guys, welcome back. Today we're giving an overview, just kind of a recap of all of the cool stuff that you're missing out on.
Yeah, this is our Patreon post for the month of January. So
Yes.
These are all the things that we put out that we want you to go check out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So go ahead, sorry. The Archbard tier, which is my favorite tier, honestly, because I love being the Archbard. This one's actually a Melissa exclusive. Normally I write the Archbard tier, but this one was Melissa's because she is currently running me through the Living Trail
Blood of the Winterborn.
Blood of the Winterborn, which takes place in the Grim Narrows.
Icy glacierness.
Yeah. So would you tell us a little bit about the Archbard toolkit for the Grim Narrows items?
Sure. So all of the things on that toolkit for this month are items that you can find in the icy waste. So there's brittle grass, which is kind of a frozen grass that will heal you. It's only found on the glacier. So if you take it off the glacier, like you can't stuff your packs with it. Once you take it off the glacier, it no longer works. It's kind of that magical.
Yeah, the frozen, the fact that it's frozen, once it thaws, it's like that's just normal grass. And so something about what it secretes into the grass makes the healing nature of it.
Yeah.
I loved that. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, and then also kind of riffing on that theme as well is Frozen Night.
Shade?
Frozen Shade.
Nightshade?
It's from the Obentar Nightshade. It's Frozen, I think it's Frozen Night.
Frozen Night. Oh, yeah.
I think it's Frozen Night. We don't have it in front of us, so you'll just have to go to Patreon and look at it. Also, Brian will probably put up a cool graphic.
Yeah.
But that is from the Obentar Nightshade, and that creates a deadly poison when you thaw it, but only if you're a herbalist and you know how to use it. Like, if you're just dabbling in Obentar Nightshade, you're gonna probably get hurt. So
I love that.
just all the stuff you can find throughout the icy glacier.
And we love roll tables. We love finding stuff. We love items.
Yeah.
And so the Archbard toolkits usually are items. And so this one was great.
Yeah, it was super fun.
All right, let's move on to the Adventurer tier. So this one we put a little bit more. The map is a little more detailed. The story is a little more detailed. We usually have an NPC card along with this. One of our Raven Secret cards. For those in the know.
Yeah, the Adventurer tier for me is super fun because this is where we kind of really dig in to what's kind of happening in the world. There's a ton of lore. In these, the maps are a little bit more detailed. They're a little bit bigger, and which I love doing. I really love doing the detailed maps. But Forge Point Chrono is in a abandoned kind of ruins. There's a tower, a couple of towers that are crumbling down. There's a ton of stuff to find here. If your party is the kind of the kind of party that likes to look for stuff, there's just a ton of stuff. The dwarves have left a ton of stuff at Forge Point Chrono. But you come out from the underground Thrumdran up into Forge Point Chrono, and
you meet Bruna, who is our dwarven cleric, who is injured. This is an escort mission, so you got to get across the map. And we have the Wormskull and the Wormkin as the enemies.
Yeah. And there's a great video about that mechanic, so we'll link that for you too. Go check out that video. That mechanic is bomb. Yeah, it's awesome.
We go through the spawn mechanic for the Wormskulls, and so that was a lot of fun. And Bruna is the Raven Secret card that you get along with this tier. Yeah. I love Melissa and I. We do all of this stuff together. This is very much a creative process. We are the only two people of Urban Sunrises. We're the only two people creating Windstone. I drew the character. Melissa colored it. Melissa does all the maps herself. You get a map, a gridded map, a non-gridded map, and then kind of a zoomed-in grid for those who are playing on kind of smaller tables. We're watching out for you guys. And so this is... it's so much fun to do these, and Bruno was a really cool character to draw. You also get tokens for her as well.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right.
Love it.
That's the Adventurer tier, and then we have four, because we're crazy, 4 Pilgrim maps that came out this month.
Yep. First one is one of my favorite maps.
Yes.
it is the Bundry Docks, and the dwarves of Bundry are sea miners.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they're mining on the bottom of the ocean floor in the white depths.
Yes.
And so it's very much just a cute little dock town, cool little dock town if you're not into cute stuff, but it is very cool.
Yeah.
And the Bundry Docks in specific, I think the sea miners unions are a little bit akin to gnomes. They've got a lot of like gnomish clockwork stuff. So there's a cool kind of clockwork crane
Yes.
pulling something up from the depths of the ocean, which can or can't be, is or is not part of your story or part of what's kind of going on there at Bundry.
Yep. And to that point, actually, all of our stories, all of these maps are part of Living Trails. And so we do have a story. You can take these maps and use them however you want. But if you want to kind of join us on our journey, this is the Echoes of the Saltwind. You are investigating some pirates, the Hammerhead Cutthroats, the Sea Miners Union. And it's led you to a social encounter here at the Bundry Docks, where the dwarves are, maybe you need to bribe them with a few rounds of beer in order to get some information, but the map is gorgeous, and it is one of my favorite maps too that Melissa's made.
Yeah, it was super fun to do, and I love our living trails because they're living. I don't know, like you just feel like you're in it, and the maps help so much. We used to play a lot of Theater of the Mind, but then Ryan decided for me that we were going to start making maps, and that has been so much fun. It's just brought such a different level to our table for just absolute fun and chaos that I love.
And you get a journal entry along with the map. The map, of course, you get a gridded, non-gridded, and small, but then you get a journal entry of like creatures nearby, what's kind of going on, where does this fit in our world. And for the Bundry Docks, for the Pilgrim, for the first one the Pilgrim tier that we put out, it's free. Just go check it out. Just go download it. We want you to join Patreon, please. But you can download the Windstone Quick Start Guide, and you can download this for free. And there you go. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
That's all you need for a really just amazing night of fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yep. All right. So week 2 of January, we had the Graveyard map, or the Grave Wind Reach.
Nice. This is for Mark of the Hollow Hoof, and this takes place mostly across the Broad Plains headed towards the Silvermoors, and you're really getting close to kind of finding out who is after the Hollow Hoof, why this is all happening, and you're headed towards the Silvermoors. In this particular map, Gravewind Reach, it is a map of a graveyard, and it is an old graveyard of Silvermoor elves. And Silvermoor elves, they always come in pairs. So each of the gravestones are in pairs.
Yes.
And the gravestones, if you look closely, the shadows of the gravestones are a little bit weird.
Yes.
They always point toward the hidden city in the Silvermoors. So this is a super fun map. I think this is our trap map.
Trap map. Yeah, there are some not nice things laid between the gravestones and some wires and some things. The Silvermoors are our kind of mystical elves that their city's hidden. And so one of the ways that you can find their city, or at least the direction of their city, is their gravestones always cast a shadow in that direction, which I think is so cool. I think that is so much fun.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And even though it's in the Broad Plains, like because of the mysticism, because of the kind of otherworldliness of the Silvermoor elves, they're kind of some heather is starting to grow. Some of those plants that you would find in the Silvermoors are kind of reaching out into the Broad Plains, so it just kind of gives that whole setting for more of what you're going to find when you actually hit the Silvermoors.
Yeah, and the Mark of the Hollow Hoof Living Trail is a very, I would say, more mystery, less kind of fighting, and so you are kind of uncovering, you're tracking it down. And so this one's a little more broad reaching, this one's a little more, you got to cover more ground, you're kind of following the Hollow Hoof and seeing why or who or what is going on.
Yeah.
So I do love that. And of course you need a graveyard, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to January week 3, this is the Aerofire Ruins. This is part of the Splinters of Thunder Living Trail, which is taking place in the Great Phoenix Desert. The Thunderbird Clerics, a splinter group of them, are up to some no good, and you've come across an old...
The cat just surrounded a lizard, so...
yeah, it's fun.
We're good. We're just...
Yeah.
You might hear her crying about it, and you probably saw me get scared about
Desert lizards, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very appropriate. The Airfire ruins are an ancient campfire kind of carved out where rituals were happening, and you're tracking down. I think we've stopped.
Yeah.
Oh no, there we go.
Frozen.
Memories dying, and so yeah, the Airfire ruins are a very cool desert map. It is very mysticism and mystical going on right here with
Yeah.
cats and the computer problems and technical problems.
Yeah, I mean the Airfire ruins. I mean we live in the desert, so
Yeah.
they're not my favorite maps to do. I do like them. Most of the Airfire ruins kind of take on a reddish hue of the red rocks here in the desert. So I do love that. It is very kind of Indiana Jones situation. I don't know. We're like totally frozen here.
Yeah, that's weird. Let's just keep going, and I'll cut this, and we'll redo this one if we have to.
Okay, sounds good. Next.
All right, and then finally is the Thorn-Carved Ruin map, or the Thorn-Carved Watchtower. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thorn-Carved Watchtower. This is part of the Moonwatchers living trail, which you're chasing down some spiderkin.
Yeah.
And the Thorn-Carved are an ancient group of dwarves and elves that they're like a mason group from the Trilithian elves, and they created stone and tree technology basically.
Yeah.
And so they grow stone like you would grow a tree.
Yeah.
And this is quite the tower, Melissa. This was quite the tower you created.
Yeah, it is super fun. I mean, this is one of the first times that you really kind of see that Trilithian influence in any of our stuff. So it was a little daunting, super fun, but the map is actually, it's not top down. It is a little it is isometric. Like you can see the side of the tower growing up. So it does cover some of the map, but we played it. I mean, what's super fun about that is, one, if you'd rather just do a top-down view, you can just say that this is where I am, but I'm behind the tower. But we kind of use it as like a kind of hiding point, or walking around the tower, or keeping kind of all of our action out in front of that tower, and actually having that as an obstacle in the map that actually is hiding stuff. So it is super fun to play. It was super fun to do, and I love it.
Yeah, I think for Melissa and I, we came from a very theater of the mind play style, and so our maps, sure, they're important, and we play on them, and we do distance and stuff, but we're not big with the rules, and so it is a mix. And for me, our maps are always kind of that campfire. Everyone has to look at something while you're talking. Everyone has to and so having a map on the table is great. Whether you use it specifically and you're like, I moved 3 inches from here and blah, blah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just fun. It's just fun.
It's just fun.
Yeah. So please, everyone, please go check us out. Patreon.com/Windstone the Game. There's a lot of free maps on there. We've now posted 40 some posts.
I think we're up to 60.
60 posts. Yeah, there is so much stuff on there. The quick start rules for Windstone the Game are on there, just released. We are so happy about that. Please go check those out. Download. Let us know. Join the Patreon. Join at the free tier. Join at the Pilgrim tier. Join at the Adventure tier. And if you're like me, join at the Archbar tier. It's so much fun, and we have so much to share and so much stuff, and we just want to play.
Just want to play.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.